come to the bold analysis. Odour Odinga has finally picked up this conversation that we have been talking about. And Odour Odinga, who is Raila's elder brother, has asked the state and the people of Kenya to find nexus, the decency of working together to ensure that Raila Odinga is not tear-gassed while he's in the casket. Such a powerful statement. I took that, I think, yesterday. Probably I was the only analyst who analyzed that video, who really brought up that thing. And I saw quite a number of people getting to my inbox about it. I said, and because I witnessed what happened in Kasarani, and it was in my view that it is wrong for security officers to kill Kenyans and someone had just gone to view the body over crowd management lapses. So I'm glad that, and I had the same thing repeated in Nyayo. Some people are still being beaten up when there were no tear gas. And Odour Odinga is making a plea that I would want us all to get it, because it is very important.
I would like to express my disappointment that yesterday there was some tear gas which was thrown around. I really don't like tear gas. To see, Raila should not be tear gassed in death. He has been tear gassed enough when he was alive. Please let us not cause a situation where he is tear gassed again when we are escorting him. Let us behave in a way that does not give any reason for tear gassing and even using force against our people who are innocent. They have come to mourn, and they should be allowed to mourn peacefully. Please.
He's the co-chair of that funeral committee. Kindiki, who is the chair and is the person who made the speech before inviting Odour, was actually making things look like everything is fine. And the state downplayed what happened in Kasarani. No, and no condolence message has been sent. No one, no leader, not even a single MP, has commented on the killing that happened in Kasarani.
The pain hit differently for Yvonne Akinyi, the wife of one of the 3 people who were shot dead on Thursday afternoon following a scuffle that ensued between the police and mourners at Moi International Sports Centre, Kasarani. The late Vincent Otieno Ogutu was among thousands who had turned up in overwhelming numbers to view the body of the former premier. He walked into the stadium alive, only for his father to later receive a call to collect his body.
Nikapata kama mwili yake tayari imewekwa kwa gari. Sasa nikaingia kwa gari, nikatoa machozi mingi sana. Kwa maana ni kijana yangu peke yake.
It was very painful because as I know him, I know he was innocent.
And the saddest part is that the person who shot him in the chest, the left side. I think it was a targeted shot, not an accidental shot.
The same heaviness is shared by the family of Evans Kiche, a 40-year-old father of 3. Kiche was shot in the head. His wife struggles to recount the moments of fear and how she grew increasingly worried about his safety. Evans worked as a chef at a restaurant just a few meters from the stadium, the chosen venue for the public viewing.
Nikamwambia okay, ni sawa, but make sure umetoka before Raila afike Kasarani. Kufika saa 7:30, I called my husband. Akaniambia ati anatoka. Nimpe tu dakika moja. We talk around 52 seconds.
That was the last time she spoke to her husband. Moments later, his phone went off, and hours after came the devastating news of his death.
I was not fine, and I called the number again immediately. Nikamwambia, what is it? Talk to me, I'm the wife to Evans. Akaniambia, we are very sorry, the body of Evans iko City Mortuary.
If you see how the body of the late is lying there at City Mortuary, I can't comprehend. Yeah, the eyes are not there. I don't know what happened. The body, it is so pathetic. So we are mourning our kin, and we are so disappointed with the government.
We are really going through a very difficult moment, both financially, emotionally, socially, everything. We are just here, as you see us. Hata tunashinda tutafikisha mwili aje nyumbani.
According to Vocal Africa CEO Hussein Khalid, 3 deaths have so far been confirmed, 2 of which have been positively identified. He is now calling on security agencies deployed during this mourning period to exercise restraint.
I'm just saying in respect to what so far I have seen. Probably it can happen even when CCP tumeenda. And it was bad. Crowd management, and I'm glad Odour is bringing it up now, because crowd management is going to prove as the biggest challenge in the lakeside. Today, I followed some happenings at Opoda Farm. I understand tomorrow there are some 80 elders from Kalenjin land who are heading to Opoda Farm. They're taking some 80 cows to be slaughtered just to mourn Odinga. Yeah. As they were playing that, I saw one member of parliament, let me not mention, but a member of parliament from Siaya, who went and paid people and walked to Opoda Farm na hawa watu wengi vijana. So walipofika kwa gate, the military guys refused, and I said yes. Because why? Wangeingia pale wangeleta confusion, kelele mingi, and things needed to be orderly. So the MP was allowed to get in, but alone. Hiyo rende yote alikuja nayo likataliwa kabaki nje. I was watching it live. So some of you who followed it, what? It was my MP Samatandi. It's not something bad though. It's something he did. So hakuna haja niseme eti sasa ni yeye alikuja na mjana. Now, and on that note, let me point out something. I remember when kijana wa Malwa died, Raila alienda huko Terobur with fleet, some very serious number of bulls to mourn, and he mourned in customary. I'm not seeing my shemages from Luyaland doing something. I don't know why. I'm just seeing Atuli making some press briefings in some city hotels here, calling himself number 2, because Ruto was number 1 and he was number 2, and Raila was number 2 and he was number 3. Now he's number 2. I don't know. I'm not seeing something from Lembe Nation, but on a light note. Leaders were going to afford a farm with huge crowds. I've looked at the itinerary, how the body is going to be moved. Tomorrow at 8 a.m. it should be in the airport. From the airport, it will move directly to Mamboleo Showground. I wish that chopper lands in Mamboleo Showground, and I want to tell you why. This issue of body being moved around, carrying crowds, is one of the problems causing crowd issues, and I'm going to look at that. So then after that, it will be moved from Kisumu. There will be public viewing probably until evening. Then from there, it will be moved from Kisumu to Bondo by road. It's quite a distance. Bondo to Kisumu is a 30 minutes drive. Yeah. 30 minutes drive. Let's say approximately 40. Bondo, that's Bondo. No, Bondo, from, I think, let me say, from Bondo to Raila's home is 30 minutes drive. Ordinarily, kama kuna traffic. Because kifikanga huko bado na yanda. Let's say, approximately, 50 minutes or there. And now, uko na mwili and people are there on the way. You know the probability there is hiyo mwili, Odinga will arrive at Opoda farm at night. What happens? At night, will body viewing be done at night? Even they've set up some space outside his residence. So mletafanyia alafu ndio burial litaenda kufanyika huko kwa. Ndio burial litaenda kufanyika kwake. But I foresee another trouble at that point. And that's why I suggest it would have been better if the body is just carried by a chopper from Mamboleo Showground straight to his residence. Because akitoka Kisumu, Kisian, achukue the Bondo Road, he will carry, it is quite a distance, but hey, watu watatembea. He will carry along a huge load of people. And by the time wanafika nyumbani, you will have a crowd you cannot even manage. In fact, I may not be shocked. Some people might live with that body from Kisumu. From Kisumu to Bondo. Watatembea. It's far, but watatembea. Kama jana kutoka airport hapa, hii distance ni kidogo sana. Na niliona watu walitoka. People arrived at Kasarani, watu wanafika naona watu wamekaa, miguu zimefura because but that is it. So to reduce the crowds there, you just airlift the body from Kisumu to another place. I think it because these are decisions that can be made last minute. Now, I want to add into Odour's voice that, guys, this Raila funeral is a military affair. The presence of the military in huge around the body is huge.
And plead with my people to be peaceful. I know the pains you feel. You feel as much as all of us do. But this is not a time to make anything which could cause harm and infamity to our people. We want to behave with dignity. We want our people to respect this occasion because Raila loved them so much, and they should also treat his send-off with a lot of restraint. Let us not overdo what our mourning. Let us mourn in peace. Let us escort our brother in peace, and let his soul also lie in peace. So please, 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 my brothers and sisters, when the body arrives in Kisumu, let us view the body peacefully.
Now that makes it a bit challenging, even for the security officers who are managing all this. And let's make it also easy by making sure we avoid violence and just take instructions. If you are told people are taking this direction, take that direction. If you're told we are making this step, let's take that step. It is very important. But at the same time, see, this thing called state funeral, these state funeral honors, they are good. They've been done in Nairobi. But let me take a joke that I saw someone making. That, guys, let people mourn Raila the way they want. Don't overdo this military thing. Because Raila, kwani Raila alikuwa kwa jeshi? Someone made that joke. Yeah, but I saw it in social media and I was like, yeah, okay. Let me tell you, our mothers who are going there. All they want is just to confirm mwili ya Raila is there. Just that, they're done. Just that. So let us, you and on that other side, how new tofauti sana. And as we said, those supporters are very suicidal. And for Odinga meant a lot for them. So even as you might see, there would be some exaggeration, and I agree there's some sort of exaggeration, as Odour is saying. But let us also be considerate. Tusipige watu risasi huko. Tusipige Raila teargas. This is what to do for the protocol team to avoid overwhelming crowds. Keep off the broad-based politics. We want to buy Raila in peace. By the way, keep off the politics of broad-based. Why am I saying? The broad-based politics are very divisive. I saw this video of, I don't know, I saw one time, I saw Gaucho, not Gaucho. There was this guy, there was almost 1 hour in Nurokana. They've been flown this evening to Kisumu, and I've seen them tagging along Jarosoja. And this video here, Jarosoja just the other day went to Karen when people were chanting one term, and he just made some reckless statement that, you know what, Gachagua ametuma watu hapa kusema one term. Now, do you see even from that incident that the issue of one term is there? And the reason why I'm saying you leave it is because you start one term, it can gather momentum. And people are divided. There are those who want it, there are those who don't want it, there are those who don't know whether they don't want it. So just avoid that. Number 2, politicians should stop carrying crowds to the venue. Please, I know that there is optics. So kila mtu anataka bebe watu wake akuje nao, wakuje wa witness. If I want you to imagine, we have, how many MPs do we have in Nyanza? If each MP wants to carry some 30 people to Bondo, another MCA to carry some 5 people to Bondo, will we have space for people from Siaya and other parts of the country? So don't carry crowds. And it will be so bad ubebe watu wende nao, let us stampede, tumaja tena watu wa. What's the risk is stampede. So politicians should just leave it. And if they must bring, then let that number be controlled. Kwamba maybe you can bring a maximum of 10 also. But what for? Another issue, another lapse I realized is communication and quick decision making. It's needed. You know, what brought problem in Kasarani was lack of communication and coordination. Lack of communication. People were in the stable, people don't know what's going on. They don't know whether the body is there, whether they will view the body or not. They don't have an idea. So we must do that. And communication, and on this, I want to tally it with security measures, with security team. The protocol team should be a blend of the guys in the uniform, some influential fellows, and the ODM team. Yeah. Some people, some of those leaders, they will listen to their leaders. For example, if the Kisumu governor is they're going to listen to the governor. They will listen to Wanga. Okay? So that should come out a bit, that should come out, the security team, because we should avoid provocative issues. Then the other issue is, it should be possible to set up makeshift viewpoints to reduce people who want to troop to that specific venue. For example, the governor in Siaya, James Orengo, should make sure that in their town, there is some huge screen somewhere, even one of the auditoriums, or even a Hindi gardens, so that people can follow that proceeding. Like, it's not a must they go to Bondo. That's not so much to ask for. The same to city, to Kisumu. There is a screen around the roundabout, the Kisumu Girls roundabout, around Kisumu Girls, Kisumu Boys roundabout there. Let those screens be activated. Let them stream that proceeding, so that mtu, si kila mtu lazima aende Bondo, ama kila mtu aende Mamboleo. And lastly, ODM leadership should avoid political dramas, and they should avoid soothing their egos and listen to the people. If the people are chanting, we want to hear so and so, call that person. Call that person, if that person is there, so that you don't create unnecessary dramas, because those are what creates strain. And I'm really, because the lake side, it's a different shift. So our focus shifts to the lake, the Kisumu and the Bondo, but we really want to wish that this happens successfully. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you, and let's meet on the other side of this.